to go ahead and ask the question that I was thinking about before the class.
Okay.
Like to do with the wisdom and like the knowledge, the advice in places like Ecclesiasticus and Proverbs, are the commandments, or are they more so just reliable, like just reliable advice? Like if you go against them,
both.
would that be?
It's actually both. But most of the wisdom and the advice in Proverbs and Ecclesiasticus is based on the law. See what the people in ancient Israel and just in the ancient East in general, they all had tenets. The children of Israel, their tenets was the law or the Torah. And then you had these philosophers among all of these different people in the East, the Bible people, the Arabs, all of them. They would expound on these tenets to help you better understand them and apply them. That's what Proverbs and Ecclesiasticus mainly is, but it's also practical advice. But you will find that most, like 95% of it, is rooted in the law. So you want to follow it because, in essence, you're following the law. You're just applying it.
Okay.
Right.
And I have a question about Sirach, Ecclesiasticus. The verse. This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 3. Let me try to find the verse. Hold on.
Well, it's about honoring your father and mother.
Yeah, but it was a specific part where he was saying, like, something about honoring your father will, like, atone for sins. And I think he also said in place that, like, almsgiving will atone for sins. So I was wondering what he, like, if he meant, like, atone for sins a different way, if he, like, literally meant, like, that atones for your sins.
It meant literally. Jesus said the same thing to the Pharisees, that they could cleanse their sins if they give alms. Jesus said that. What do you think he meant when he said it?
Literally?
Huh?
Literally?
Yeah, literally. See, a lot of folks like to go there in Ecclesiasticus or Sirach chapter 3 and try to use that. And I'm not saying you're doing that, but a lot of Christians will try to do that to try to discredit it and say, see, it's teaching atonement by works and giving alms, right? Yeah, but Jesus said the same thing. Give alms, and that will cleanse you from your sins. He said that. Cleaning you from your sins, that's what it means to be atoned. Atone means your sins are, you did something that made your sins go away or be forgiven or cleansed. And Jesus said the same thing. So this guy just said it first. That Jesus said it first because Sirach is written by a guy named Jesus.
Yeah. I'm assuming, like, for, like, your sin to be atoned for, you obviously have to, like, still be sorry for that sin, like, repenting of it, right?
Of course. And you got to understand that a lot, one thing a lot of Christians got to understand is that you can't read a pre-Christian concept into the teachings of Christ or vice versa, right? Before the teachings of Christ were fully realized and established, before the gospel was fully revealed, you can't be like, well, this goes against the gospel. Well, the gospel hadn't been revealed yet, and revelation in the Bible is progressive. Like everything's not revealed at one time, right? But the concept of giving alms to atone for sins, that's something Jesus said. Meaning there are things you can do to get in the good graces of God that'll make him forgive your sins. Something you can do. Remember that class I did about remember me, oh Lord? How everybody was asking God to remember them whenever they did something?
Yeah, I remember that.
That's that same concept.
That's interesting. That's something to think about.
Got a whole class on it. I've done a class on it before. And like I said, I'm gonna have to do a lot of stuff again because y'all can see how I do when I update stuff. I put a lot more information. Okay.
All right. Thank you, Brother Josh.
No problem. And let me go to knee. If this is the knee I'm thinking about.
It is, Brother Josh. How you doing today?
It is the legendary kneecapper. What's up? What's up, kneecap? What's going on?
Brother Josh, I just want to say you did an amazing class.
Praise God.
I was very invested. One of my favorite classes ever. I do have a lot of questions on this class.
Okay.
The first thing is, you know how he was saying that God had molded him from clay.
Yes.
So I just wanted to ask, like, so since we were molded